I started this painting earlier this week, and the inspiration for it was the story of Jezebel in the Bible. I actually already thought I'd done one for this, but I don't think I have. I just thought about it instead. So, as you can see, this most striking thing is that it started with a lot of red. There's this idea of like the Scarlet Woman coming through, so scarlet and crimson and lots of other reds. So I basically did lots of different lines of red going around the whole thing. And then occasionally one separate line would come off and that would start a new loop. I actually think it would be pretty cool to do like a time-lapse imagery when I'm painting because it would show this process better. And then when I'd finished that, I just felt like I needed to pick out a couple of lines, not very much, in black. And then I left it a couple of days. And then I thought, I want to put some green, really dark green, some blue, and a little bit of yellow. And that's it so far. I really like how striking it is with just having simplicity. I wanted to share it now because I have this feeling that that's going to change and I'll end up doing something different with it. So there'll be like the different stage of it. I think red relates strongly to this idea of a bloodline. Also rubedo, the alchemical stage, the fourth stage. Just a close up there. So the yellow really is this big bird, its long wings sort of outstretched. So it reminds me a little bit of the Holy Spirit, the dove. And then just above that, this one single eye. I guess the blue could represent river and water. She was from an island, so that would make sense. Green of like the vine and the trees, and there is a story about a vineyard in the Bible. It's interesting that Jezebel is the one who gets painted to be the bad person. She was just doing what she was raised to do. Ahab married her and she became Queen of Israel alongside him. I'm not quite sure how much authority a queen would have had at that point. The really sinful thing apparently is that she worshipped Baal or Ashtoreth, goddess worship, but that's what she'd always done. That was where she came from. So that wasn't a bad thing. I guess the idea was that because Ahab then started worshipping this goddess, and maybe he already did, that would potentially usurp the authority of the existing gods and icons. I'm not saying anything either of them did was good, but like what the other guys did doesn't sound too great either. And sort of like in Kings 9:22, they sort of associate her with witchcraft. There's other references to her, like having prophets, etc. But you can't force someone to be a prophet. You can't force someone to build all of these temples, etc. unless that infrastructure is kind of already there. Those beliefs are already there on the floor. Or you show something for it. I like this bit, Revelation 2:20. She misleads my servants into sexual immorality and eating of food sacrificed to idols, as if sexual immorality didn't exist in the first place. Anyhow, that's me ranting now, not talking about the picture. Share it again if it changes. Don't forget to like and subscribe.